Howdy folks, Borgoth the Barbarian here to both the third and fourth weeks of the first season of our Syracuse rebuild here in NCAA Football 25. Where last time out, we had a good game going against Georgia Tech, and then we blew it, just through one mistake after another. Otherwise, we were rolling. The offense was looking great. The defense was doing good, and then mistakes just piled up. And Georgia Tech ended up securing another win. That's a very crushing blow here. So let's hope in our game against Stanford, we don't screw up just as much. So, you know what buttons to hit? The like and subscribe buttons. And we're here in week 3. And I say weeks 3 and 4 because we're on a bye. We got no games this week, so we can just sit back and do some recruiting stuff to start us off, and then we'll get to the game against Stanford. But before we begin, let's see what the ACC looks like as of the week 2. There's Georgia Tech. They got us on that one, I'm afraid. And let's see. We are all the way down here. Very sad. 1-1. Suffered a loss in our conference. Not good. There's Stanford sitting at 1-1. I don't think they're playing their first game this week, but so be it. But we will go through them in just a moment here. No, I don't want to quit. So, of course, going through the top stories here. We had Texas beating Michigan. Okay. Baylor upsetting overtime, it looks like. Utah in overtime. NC State took a loss. We're going to face them later, but that doesn't help us at all. And then Texas and Florida are getting, A&M and Florida are getting ready for a big matchup. I think our playoff aspirations just went out the window with that loss. Maybe we can make it to the ACC title game if we're lucky, but we're going to have to avoid losing again. So that's how this stands. In the meantime, let's head over to our recruitment board for a little bit. We've had a few changes. Our wide receiver has decided to lock us out. So as usual, we have a couple lockouts. I have some good news in this front, though. Ones that I haven't really been paying attention to have decided not to come with us. So let's see here. Our halfback looks like he's going to go... Darren Bordeaux, it looks like he's on pace to come about. Now, we've already offered a couple scholarships, but I see one of them got turned down. So we have 33 left, so we're beginning to start offering those. I say in the case of Darren Bordeaux, while I'm not entirely sold, he does seem to be interested in us, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So we'll hand out yet another scholarship. Nato Dowd is about to make his decision. We seem to have me on the fast track for him. The diamond indicates he's actually a little bit better than advertised here. So I'll leave it for right now, but we are on the instant track to get him. And Rico Carparitas. They're looking like we've got some 2 good ones over here, so we should be fine. We're looking good for you. I'm going to see if there's another left tackle in a moment. It looks like Doucette is looking like he's moving towards us. Very nice. Ben Rimpf is taking a sweet time, but I think we could pick this up a little bit. So I'm going to do some more actions. We're not going to offer him a scholarship just yet, but I'm going to see if we can get him interested in Syracuse. Meanwhile, the number 1 recruit, now this is the good news. We are 4th. This is really good news for us, and he is the number 1 player in the nation. I am hoping we can leapfrog Texas. Something tells me Texas, Oklahoma, and Alabama are going to have the edge, but if we could get him, this would be a really good boon here for us. So we're okay right now, just as long as Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, leapfrog us. Otherwise, this is great in the development section here. I can't say the same about the 2 right ends over here, so Let's see, I'm going to focus on this guy. Maybe try to DM him here. Not ready to offer him a scholarship just yet. See if we can try to get him on board. Zach McDougal's about to make his top pick. We offered a scholarship to Ofisa Gwynn. It looks like we might have a bite over here. Scotty Wade, I'm kind of meh on. So far, it looks like we're doing okay. I want to pick it up on this guy. We may need to offer him another scholarship, but I will contact his friends and family to try to help us out a little bit. We've got a couple dudes who are about to make their decisions here. The top 5, we are among them. I think this guy I'll give a scholarship. I'll only contact his friend and his family, but you're going to get a scholarship too. And I know Ohio State kind of gave you one too. So, you know what? We will give you one as well. So, we've got 30 left. This guy, he's fine. We are on track to get Tobias Shudak, who is a 2-star guard, but actually not really terrible, as it seems. So, we're looking good there. Do I need to scout any new players? No. Alright, so everything looks fine. We'll pick it up with Aaron O'Dowd. We'll save a few hours here. We can't, obviously we can't keep track of everyone here, so there's that. And I think we're fine. The only thing I would like to do here is I have a bad feeling I'm very focused on the offensive line ones. That's what I'm trying to do here, is trying to build a nice offensive line. I'm going to see if I can get another right guard recruited, and then we're good. Let's see if there are any right guards on. Not entirely, but let's see if we can find one. So that's the one I'm concerned about the most right now. Trying to build a solid offensive line in the trenches. We actually have 2. Is there a third one we could utilize? We have a 4-star from Indiana. Alright, this guy over here might be good. This did Don Woods. Alright, we'll give him a try. Let me use whatever hours I have left to scout him. And I think we should be all set. Alright, he seems okay. Alright, he's not ready to make his decision just yet, but what I will do, search his social media to try to get some info, and I think we're all set. Alright. So that's what it looks like from a prospect perspective now. I'm actually going to improve one of my coaches here. My defensive head coach. He could use some help. I don't know what his deal is. He's just, let's see. He's a master motivator here. Of course, he's more of a defensive coach, so he's not going to help motivate our offensive players. Granted, what I will do is get... You know what? We'll spend it on our offensive coordinator. And I want him to help out with our offensive line a little bit. Or can I? Maybe not. All right. Apparently I can't do that. All right, my bad. Can I do it from my defensive coordinator? Because I think you can upgrade these, but I don't know. No, you can't. Okay. So let's go to... So it only works for us as far as I'm concerned, so... Let's try to be a bit more of a master motivator to our O-line over here. I recognize an O-line's important, and we're going to upgrade that too. Okay, so that works. So there we go, there's all of our points, and let's move on to week number 4, shall we? Alright. We will deal with recruiting later here, so we'll see. Obviously, we're not there yet. We did gain some XP, but not very much. Yeah, we're ranked 96 as of right now. This is not looking good, so... We got Stanford this week as we move on to week 4. Were there any big changes out here this week? Let me see. So let's go over to week 3. Were there any big changes? Let's see. Miami winning, that helps, kind of. NC State, that kind of helps with our slim playoff chances. Georgia Tech won again. West Virginia embarrassed Pittsburgh in their rivalry game, but no divisional games just yet, so there's really not much happening over here. So if I were to look at standings, there's probably not much changing of the guard over here. No, Georgia Tech is still unbeaten, as you can see, but there's Stanford at 1-1. They are doing their conference opener, and there we are. We cannot afford to go 0-2 in our conference here. So let's see what we can do against Stanford. We desperately need some help. So right after they save the game, always save your game, kids. We are going to wander off, and Stanford, come on down. Welcome to the ACC. We're about to give you our rude awakening. They are, of course, evenly matched, but we desperately need this one.
Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season.
Okay, can we talk about this? Stanford in ace in the ACC, let alone an East Coast Conference. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me, but okay, you do you, college football. Well, anyways, this is Stanford's ACC game, so let's give them a nice warm welcome. And by that, I mean we'll blow them out. Doesn't want to take a shot downfield. That was weird. But okay, I'll take it. We're tied at 10, unfortunately, but once again, turnovers are dooming us. That fourth line from the bottom, it's the turnovers, and then there's that bad play. Honestly, it should be 14-10, though. Of course, the game kind of screwed us out of a touchdown, but, you know, it is what it is. Meanwhile, Stanford is going to get the ball to start the second half here, so let's see if we're going to make some adjustments. All right, Farrell's going to just take a knee.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field.
All right, let's start off with 1st and 10 here. Shift my linebackers up a little bit. Daniels drops back to pass, and he makes a completion there. And the dude steps out of bounds. All right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think
1st and 10 here. Ball's at the 38. Oh, I almost jumped offsides there. And they probably did.
We're just going to do it better, but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on
Oh, that's going to go against them. Somebody was on their side, was down illegally downfield, and we'll be taking that 5-yard penalty. Oopsies. Someone got a little bit too overzealous. Hate to see it. Anyway, 2nd down and 15 after. 1st and 15, I should say, after that. It's a running play to Irvin, and Wax says no thank you. 3 yards.
tackle there.
Irwin White at his average.
I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good.
2nd and 12 coming up now.
Continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Daniels under shotgun.
Trying play action.
Play action, then. Oh, it's a fumble, and we got it. Daniels just absolutely got smothered, and we get that ball. Oh, man, that was a sack, but apparently he decided to fumble it. That was a horrible way to do that. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's an obvious fumble. The defensive tackle got him, and Diggs picks it up. Oof. Just an absolute disaster of a play and a start in the second half for Stanford. Now we've got to take advantage. 1st and 10 at Stanford's 30. And that's not going to help. Loses a yard.
You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful.
All right, 2nd down here.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on.
All right, 2nd and 11 here.
Games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates.
And now it's our turn to fumble the ball. You've got to be kidding me, but they're picking it up. Oh, and now it's our turn to get strip sacked. You've got to be kidding me. The game giveth and the game taketh away. Oh, man. There was no one open either, so I had no choice. Oh, Tavora Tafiti gets that one.
Generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring.
All right, another run. Uh-oh, and he's got it in the open field. And he's down to the 20.
Something can start to build.
One of the things I love about this offense race is they have tons of
All right, they got another first down here.
East-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
1st and 10.
Not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a
It's a
better
jet
job.
sweep to the right.
They got to funnel the football.
4-yard gain.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
All right, another 4-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw.
Daniels drops back, and it's a screen play.
And they wrap him up, but not before.
And he gets the first down, and they're in scoring in there. It's 1st and goal to go now.
First, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs. But
1st and 10
catch the football
for Daniels under center. 1st and goal, excuse me.
in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Backs back, and he's in. Touchdown, Stanford. Once again, turnovers get us. That seems. It's funny because offensively we're doing fine, but every time turnovers. It's been the story of our season so far. It's Mudia Rubin getting that touchdown pass from Daniels on an easy touchdown. Hey, all right, extra point for Stanford. Kick is up, and it's good.
Point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And Stanford takes the lead. All right, that's okay. All right, third down and 8, I'm afraid. Yeah, it should have been. I accidentally chose the wrong play, too, as if that wasn't bad enough. All right. There it is. Nice. Nice pitch and catch, and he's Pena's down to the 35. All right. Alrighty. 3rd and 3 here as I'm flipping this play. Man in motion. He's getting it. It's Hatcher. Gets the first down. There it is. We'll take it. Very nice. All right, 1st and 10 here.
Adjust my angle as a DB and
Bringing Hatcher in motion again, but it's going to Allen. I guess they were ready for it. 2 yards. All right, it's okay. All right, another 2nd down and 8 from there. Stanford's 21. We are in field goal range, but again, field goals are not guaranteed. Motion man is Allen. We have blocking, yes. Allen's got the first, and he's going to step out of the 4. It'll be first and goal to go from there. Good.
That's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this
All
guy
right,
going. Just get him the
excellent.
ball.
First and goal to go from the 4.
Throw deep down the field. He's so
Willis is in the
dynamic.
game now at the
He has ball in
tailback
his hands.
spot.
Shot right there.
Turning to the right.
It's Willis. He stopped. He stopped. They are just clobbering the run game today.
On offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in
All
this
right,
game,
that's
field
okay.
goals may not get it done. So big time players make big
Second and
plays.
goal from the 5. Allen is back in.
Right now to get you a touchdown.
Back to throw. It's McCord.
Gazin gets it, and he's going in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
We're an extra point away from tying this.
That's an excellent route.
That was easy.
Really good hands. You've got
Gazin found a hole, and he just said, I'll go here and just walk in. Thank you very much.
to cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Nice. All right, again, we are an extra point away from tying this game. Yeah, that was easy. All right, here's the extra point here. And we got it. There it is.
Make the extra point.
Game.
We have a tie ball
With
game.
4:38 in the third left.
Nice relentless.
They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
We'll move our linebackers over. It's gonna.
Can't
Oh,
stop him.
Looking to the big tight end.
and he makes a catch and stays on his feet.
The 47-yard
Oh, that stinks. Nice catch by the halfback there. Tight end, excuse me.
So why would you call
All right, 3rd and 5 as Daniels is in shotgun again.
it you're down? It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all
And play action. Uh-oh, he's under pressure.
just in time.
He has to throw it away, and that's how that's going to go. And it looks like they are going for it.
At least a little bit of time to survey.
All right, they are going for it on 4th and 5. I don't blame them.
Immediately after he got the ball.
All right, 4th and 5. They need this. Pass play, and he's sacked.
They get to him and
No dice. It's Elijah Clark on the blitz. We called that just perfectly, and that is how that drive is ending.
Throwing for it, but
Ouch.
protection.
Hate to see it. Anyways, our turn from the 49, 1st and 10. Good field position here. Can we do something with it? Allen is going to get wrestled down, but not after getting 5. He's had a okay day, to say the least. All right.
they're gonna
It's
ride
Allen, and no. But he gets 2. And that's how the 3rd quarter is going to end. We are deadlocked at 17. This one's going to come down to the wire, too.
this game. We are all
Not exactly how I would have drawn it up, but you know what? It is what it is. So,
start the quarter off.
1st and 2nd and 8 now.
Moving the running back, forcing
Running back in motion. Gaston off the screen. He's got the first and then some. 11 yards. We got a 1st and goal incoming now.
QBs love their tight ends so much, right?
All
Especially
right,
when
1st
they're
and goal to
athletic,
go
because they make
here.
Short throws turn into long gains because of his
1st and goal to go from the 10.
So unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All right, we're bringing a man in motion.
pass.
Got Allen, has to go around a guy, and never mind.
Fortunate not to lose
They saw that one coming, and they think the
to the line of scrimmage.
linebacker kind of had that one. Quarterback got through.
Yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw
All
their
right,
speed.
2nd down. That was a nice play by the defense.
Dropping back, it's McCord.
Play action.
Bringing heat.
He had to sidearm it because of my offensive line couldn't block for anything. So, yeah, there you go.
Doesn't take
All
his
right.
defense a lot of time to get to the
Linebacker came right through the line. All right, 3rd down.
They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
All right, 3rd down here. Looks like we got a blitz coming.
For the touchdown on 3rd and goal.
And our offensive line still can't guard anybody, and there you go. Dang it. All right, well, good job disguising that blitz on the defense. So here comes the field goal kicker. Oh, this is all be fun.
So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
All right, I think we're fine. Yes, field goal was good, and we're in the lead.
Right down the boulevard.
Whew, okay.
Take the lead.
Radical change for this kicker, that's for sure. We're going from missing 3 in a game to making 2 of 2.
So much more weight.
Okay.
Man credit for getting out there
Don't have to worry about him anymore.
That thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs.
All right, we're only up by a meager 3 points, though, so I'm not liking where this is going.
Third down is short from the 26.
Danielson shot, and it's a running play. It goes nowhere. And I mean nowhere. He only gets a yard, negative a yard, actually. And now they're going to have to punt this one away.
We'll have to boot it away.
Yep, no, I was trying to... Never mind.
Back to throw, it's McCord.
I think we got something. Yes, he's got it.
That'll be enough for a
First down. Hatcher gets that one, and he gets us just enough. Good. Good, good, good. All right. All right, Allen has it. He's got the first, and he puts it on the ground.
No, look what I found.
And thankfully, someone on our side got that one. Whew, oh boy.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay. Get that last play.
Oh, well, he was down anyways. I wouldn't have challenged it, obviously, since I got the ball.
Overturn the call.
Apparently, they said, nah. All right, so no, that for the second time this game, Allen, quote-unquote, fumbles. But he doesn't. Okay. So we'll take it. Anyways, 1st and 10. Enough of that. Like I was saying, no freaking turnovers. Okay, Allen, try it again. Don't fumble the ball. There you go. 9 yards. All right, we'll try something different. That is not what I wanted, but we'll do it. I was hoping to run to the right, but nah, that didn't work. All right, whatever. We'll take it. All right, so it's 2nd and 8 from the 18 here. See what we can do. Motion man time. He does get it outside, but he can't get outside enough. Defense just a hair too fast. This defense is quite fast, and they know what they're doing for sure. I'll give them that. All right, 3rd and 9 from the 19.
Everybody on defense on the same page.
Oh, dang it! He had Gadsden, but he missed. Incomplete. Oh well, that's okay. I think I let him a little bit too much. That was the problem. Yep, I just let him too much there. That's okay. All right. Here comes the field goal kicker. Oh, this ought to be fun. All right, and it's no good. Ah, no good. Dang it. Just missed. Let's hope that doesn't come back to hit us. Field goal kicking has been an issue. I think I noticed it's not very good in this game. I'll just say it right now. It is not very good in this game. Oh, well, you hate to see that. So now let's hope our defense can hold. There is 6:49 remaining here. All right, we got 3rd down here. They're going 4 wide. We're going dime. Daniels is in shotgun. 3rd down. Daniels gets it to the running back. Or whoever that was. Other wide receiver. All right, whatever. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. 3 wide receivers for Stanford. Daniels in the shotgun. He's dropping back. And that one's to the open man who's going to get in for the touchdown. And they take the lead now, so we need to respond with a touchdown. With 2:36 left. Plenty of time, but that's not what... This is a problem if we can't score. It's Rubin for a 2nd time today.
Team to take the lead.
Well, this defense is trying to
Oh boy.
coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB.
All right, extra point here.
That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And it's good. And now we need a touchdown. 24-10. We got to score a TD if we're going to win this one. Otherwise, it's an 0-2 start in the ACC, and that's not good. All right, Hayes is up. And he's going to get all the way to the 19. All right, 2-minute warning here. All right, 1st and 10 from the 45. Hatcher in motion. We got it to him. He's off. Can he get out? Yes, to the 42. All right, nice.
Here's this offense with
Anyways, first and 10 again. Tell my offensive line to actually block if they can.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right.
And we got it to Allen. He's gone to the 5. 20, 37 yards for Allen. We got it first and goal from the 5 now. And McCord now goes over 1,000 yards. What the heck? Apparently our headless quarterback went over 1,000 yards for the season. This game, I swear to God, it's trying its best to imitate Madden, but alas, here we are. Okay. All right, good job, Kyle, going over like 1,000 yards, but we need you to score TD. Okay, that's what we're looking at. I'm not worried about too much time on the clock, so be it. All right, first and 10. Or, excuse me, first and goal to go from the 5. All right. That play didn't work. Gadsden gets only 2. All right, that's fine. All right, I'm going to try to drain as much clock as I can here, if the game will let me. Second and goal from the 3. Play action fake. It's the Villari. No, he stopped. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. All right, third and goal from the 3. Oh, they see this coming. Hold on.
Just too good on that one.
All right, I gotta change the play here. I don't like this either. Timeout. Timeout. I don't like any of it. I hated all of it. I mean, good grief. Their defense was just, I was looking at it, and no, this is not happening. All right. You know what? What's the coach say? He is saying, well, we did that one already, so I'm going to go this one. All right, here we go. Second down. Third and goal. Got it. Touchdown. We did it. It's Hatcher catching that one. Woo. I guess the coach knew what he was doing after all. Hey, that's what I get for trusting my offensive coordinator. Sweet. Look at that. All right, here comes the point after. This is important. Good game, Umari. Good game. And it's good. So now Stanford needs at least a field goal to keep this game going. If they score a touchdown, that's a whole different story. All right. Here we go. Stop there so I don't kick it out into the end zone. All right, let's make them waste more time. And they're going to have the long way to go here. Okay. First and 10 from their own 10. They got 39 seconds to, at minimum, get into field goal range. I imagine they've got a long ways to go. Uh-oh, that's going to make things worse. And a timeout will be needed. It's a sack. A 7-yard loss. They're at the 2. Daniels cannot take another sack or this game's probably over. All right. This is hopeless for Stanford. Not looking good. Second and 17. And another one. That's game. He goes down in the end zone. It's a safety. That's probably going to do it. There's 32 seconds. Oh, Stanford's O-line choked. They choked. Oh, it's Dion Wilson with his second sack and the key safety. All right, yeah. And that's the end of the game. 29-24. We pull it out at home. We finally win in the ACC. Nice. We needed that. Definitely needed that. There we go. We finally got we're on the board in the ACC finally. All right. So let's see what else we got going on. Apparently, Oregon has a dude in their Heisman watch. South Carolina pulled an upset thanks to this dude. And Tennessee and Oklahoma are having a top 10 clash in the AFC, and then we had a overtime thriller for Texas A&M. Okay, all right, so that concludes week 4. So we're gonna move on to week 5, where hopefully we don't have as close as a game next time. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Just as a little bit of an update, it looks like we're locked out of a couple folks, but that's okay. Of course, it looks like we gained a level, and still no respect from the pollsters whatsoever. Okay, whatever. Anyways, that's all for me. Oh, we got an ACC Player of the Week from Fidel Diggs. Very nice. All right, love to see that. And he is the National Defensive Player of the Week. Ooh, I love that. All right, good job, Fidel Diggs, getting that attention. Much deserved. Anyways, that is all for me. You know what buttons to hit, the like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week, where we get to pound on an FCS opponent. Good timing. All right, peace out, y'all.